Hey guys, Dissident Magic here, and on the actual Magic the Gathering front, kind of a slow news week, I guess, because, Unstable came out. Alright, I made one video about it, but we've been covering Unstable forever on this channel, so it's like, whatever, no new sets are out, nothing cycled, no ban announcements, the meta's boring as hell, and absolutely nothing is happening to card values except they're all down, and why would I report on that? So with a whole lot of nothing going on, everybody's saying, oh, you're going to drama content, and let's all get outraged, and here's the next thing to get pissed about. No, I'm not an SJW. That's their thing that they do. I just have nothing better to make videos about, and plus, this is important. This isn't just like, oh, he said that, she said that this, and this person's leaving Team 10, and Jake Paul did this, and who gives a crap? Doesn't affect anything. Let me know when Jake Paul's at the zoo and a chimpanzee escapes his cage and then punches him in the face, okay? That would be newsworthy. Like that, I want to hear about that. But seriously, this is mega important because as you're going to find out in this video, this kind of stuff affects your daily life, your daily play of Magic, and actual local gaming stores you go to, and the company that sells you the product. So I heard about this wonderful story that it's going to make your blood boil if you're a similar type of person as me, and you're just so sick of this SJW crap, and just the way that they conduct themselves in daily life. They pretend like basically real life is the internet, and they get outraged over everything because they're so stuck in their little echo chamber on Tumblr that they don't even remember what reality's like. They're basically too much of a far left liberal nutjob to function in society on a daily basis. Here's an example of that. So there was a local gaming store, WPN certified and everything, pretty big store actually from what I heard, and they employed as a staff member a trans woman, or as I like to call them, men with mental disorders. And you know how those people are about, going online, and they got their little support groups of other trans people and SJWs, and they constantly get told that they're all harassed, everybody in society hates them, and they're a victim, they're a victim, they're a victim. Well, when you take that mindset and go try to, like I said, exist in society, ooh, it goes bad. It goes bad real quick. Remember the lady who was taking, an Uber trip or whatever? She was an Uber passenger, and she went off on the guy for having the little Hawaiian bobblehead hula girl thing on the front dashboard, and then filmed it because she thought she was right. She had like a mental breakdown freakout basically, and then uploaded it herself to the internet, and then got absolutely destroyed by everybody else who has a brain. Yeah, that's SJWs trying to take their online lunacy and express it in real life, okay? But this one, I would say, tops it, okay? This is like, it's almost like hilarious, but not. Because if this happened to me, well, let's just say, okay, the two of the people that were primarily involved were minors, which is probably why they didn't jump over the counter and get super violent. Things would have been a little bit different if it was me. Like, when people are trying to start something in my old LGS, like, I would just be like, yeah, you want to take it outside? Like, I'm not going to be intimidated by you, and I don't like your personal attacks, and, like, the fact that you're getting all violent and, like, slamming your chair against the table and stuff like you're ready to fight me. Like, I'm not going to shy away and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll be like, I will wreck you. Remember, for very large venues with lots and lots of people, I commonly work security, and it's more of like a bouncer role, where if somebody's causing problems, I kick them out. But that's just my personality. So yeah, needless to say, this person is lucky that it wasn't somebody a bit more combative. So anyway, this individual worked for a LGS, and it started with an online problem because, it's the internet. That's SJW's, native territory, I guess. The store had a Facebook page, and somebody who was a DCI certified judge and has been like a longtime friend to the store, I guess they're probably a judge for the store, they posted something in response to like, the link posted to Wizards announcement about, anti-harassment, that boilerplate nonsense to make them look like the good guys, that travesty of an announcement. And Cydia basically was like, yeah, all you angry white male testosterone, blah, go read this, rawr. That's at least my extrapolation of what it was probably like, the intention behind it. So this person who is a certified judge, longtime player, certified, nice, friendly, good, helpful person, they were like, yeah, no, Wizards is pretty much just as much in the wrong because specifically A.E. Marling was openly calling for harassment against Jeremy, and she works for Wizards. That is ridiculous, and the guy was saying, like, basically, I would prefer that they, check themselves because they're in the wrong here as well. They are guilty of harassment as well. So, naturally, Princess SJW decides, I'm gonna delete his comment and then ban him from the group. Or, I don't think it was a group, I think it was, like, the page, like the page for the business. Yeah, ban the judge from posting on the business's page. That's brilliant. That makes perfect sense. Liberals don't really do logic, by the way. Oh, also, this individual had posted that this is not a venue to attack anyone. Remember, calmly and politely disagreeing with somebody's opinion on a situation is attacking. But you guys know SJWs think they're always under attack, everybody's attacking them, they're always the victim, and they twist stuff so that it makes sense in their own twisted mind. So apparently the "I disagree with you and I think that Wizards is also wrong" comment was stated to the owner by the staff member as a targeted, systematic harassment from this person to them as a trans woman, which is just mind-bogglingly stupid and inaccurate. And he said, okay, if this is true, we're going to protect you mostly because we don't want a lawsuit and you kind of seem like the type. And they said, okay, we'll we agree with you blocking this person for now if what you said is true. No screenshots though, by the way. And we will ban them from the store, but you have 2 weeks to prove systematic harassment against you because you are a trans woman. I'm reading what he wrote. You guys know I'd be filling it in with trans man, right? There is no science and technology in existence right now that can change a person's gender. That is a fact. So if you in your own head feel like you are born in the wrong body and you should have been the other gender, then go get that feeling in your head fixed with a therapist. Seriously, just go to sexchangeregret.com and read anything on it at all. It's run by former trans people. Anyway, this video isn't about that, but I need to get that information out there because holy shit is it one-sided in the media. Anyway, it turns out that the person never provided that proof at all. And he actually provided the exact wording of the comment that he made and the staff member's response to it. Ooh, I gotta read this sentence direct from the owner. Okay, this is hilarious because I have his exact statement in front of me right now. Okay, to date, you have not provided it despite reminders. He, however, provided the comment he made and your response. While we do not tolerate attacking or harassment, obviously, duh, we find this decision by you perplexing, but within the character we have come to expect from you. Apparently, this is a bit of a problem employee with a bit of a history. So about a week and a half later, during Friday Night Magic on December 8th, this problematic SJW staff member decided to begin a discussion, I'm sure out of nowhere and totally unprovoked, or as some characterized, a debate on harassing people that you deemed unrepresented in the community. If Wizards of the Coast were to make one more damn video and this time it has a black female in a wheelchair, I will have completed my entire forced representation bingo card, okay? Underrepresented? Do you even follow anything Wizards posts ever? They made themselves out as Mother Teresa for showing up to a gay rights parade. Actually, I think they had a float too. Underrepresented my ass. Aren't some of the people that they put on, coverage for the Pro Tours actually trans? Half the people they employ are trans, for God's sake. Underrepresented? I think you meant overrepresented. Oh my God. Some people will just never be happy. But then again, SJW, constantly outraged, constantly the victim, society's terrible, that's what they do. Anyway, so he starts specifically mentioning, Jeremy and saying, bad crap about him and saying he's all anti-trans and transphobic, which is ironic because he's super not. So two young men, as they put it, who were under 18, decided that they had enough of having this guy spout off a bunch of BS. And they just simply mentioned that they had yet to see any evidence that Jeremy or the judge that had been banned from the shop had harassed anyone, which is true. There is no evidence. I mean, insensitive and rude remarks that were directed at an entire group. That's it. Oh, and Pepe memes. So, instead of debating no, actually, here's some evidence, this is why I think you're wrong, or, you may have missed this statement, or did you see this video with this alleged evidence and I interpreted it this way, so that's why I feel the way I do. My God, I almost couldn't get through that without laughing. No, guess what this lunatic did? From the owner, your response was to immediately kick them from the store and disqualify them from the event. You even threatened to call the police if they did not leave immediately. Being that they are both legally minors, this was an unacceptable decision as their parents were not around. So just kick out a bunch of kids in the middle of the tournament, disqualify them, probably attempt to get them DCI banned and start the report, because who wouldn't do that? I mean, I'm filling in gaps here, but come on, I know people like this. Oh no, go stand outside in the middle of winter and hopefully call your parents and hopefully they can pick you up and hopefully you don't freeze to death, but get out of the store or I'm calling the police. Are you kidding me? Now, if this was me in this situation, I was being treated like that, I would definitely have handled it differently. I'm not going to give out any specifics, but let's just say it would have gotten real loud real quick. So that's normal for an SJW. You disagree with me? Get the hell out of here and I'm calling the police. I mean, these are the kind of people where they're like, I got 8 chicken nuggets instead of 9 in my order. I'm going to call 911. Seriously, go to YouTube and type in 911, like dumbest 911 calls or something like that. You will find some videos. Now, I wish I had the full story. I wish I had the contact information for this owner besides just like this owner's actual statement. But the rabbit hole goes a little deeper because here's word for word what it says. See if you can figure out the between the lines here. You have been informed previously that you cannot, nor should you, kick anyone from the store without prior approval from me or, and then somebody else's name that was redacted, unless the conduct is worthy of calling the police. So apparently this person has kicked other people out of the store before, and not for very appropriate reasons. And I mean, okay, it happens. Like, I get where he's going with this. I mean, the last time I had to kick somebody out of my store, I also had a gun in their face. They were trying to sell me stolen property. When I told them, okay, let's cut the crap. This is stolen. Get the hell out of here. They started getting violent. And then suddenly they stopped getting violent when the gun came out. Imagine that. So instead of him having to take a trip to the hospital, he just took a trip to his car. See, guns sometimes solve problems without the bullets having to go pew-pew. So yeah, you get the average lunatics, and if they're threatening violence or threatening to destroy some property in there, yeah, kick them out. Also, it helps to have a gun, but clearly this person is not mentally stable and is the exact type of person that really should not legally pass a background check. So get this, okay, this was reiterated to you last month when you kicked a young woman from the store. Oh my God, it was a woman, for God's sake. Oh my God, I can only imagine what that one was about. So get this, okay? When asked why you kicked these 2 young men from the store in the middle of a tournament, you stated to me that they were kicked out for, quote, creating a dangerous environment for the younger people, but refused to provide specifics. Oh, don't worry, you don't need to know the specifics as the shop owner and the owner of the business. Just take my word for it, because I totally haven't screwed this up in the past, that they were creating a dangerous environment for everybody else by disagreeing with my personal feelings on this subject. What the hell? Oh my God, I just want to slap this person. Like, how far up your own ass does your head have to be where you think that this is reality, this is appropriate, and that you're still right in this situation? It's disgusting. If I would have seen this situation happen to 2 minors or adults or anybody right in front of my face while I'm at FNM, and then they got kicked out, I would be up in this person's face telling them what I thought about them for the next hour. I don't care. They could call the police. I'd take the disorderly. I don't give a shit. Bring it to court. Drag your ass into court and see if your actions were appropriate, or if I thought that you were harassing and threatening them. So guess what the owner did? Well, they looked into it. He says, he or she, I actually don't, it could be a female. There's plenty of female LGS owners out there that I know personally, actually. That's really not like a cliche man thing. Anyway, we have contacted several people who were there, and their story differs wildly from yours. You don't say. This is my surprised face. As such, there is no reason to believe a conspiracy on their part to get you in trouble. I guarantee that's what this person's excuse was, is they're all lying and it's a conspiracy against me. These people are paranoid delusional. Like, they're not mentally stable. And I don't just mean because they think they're the wrong gender. Like, they're nuts. These SJW people who think like the whole world's out to get them and everybody's evil and everybody needs to agree with them because the world's collapsing around them and they're a victim and oh my God. They whip themselves up into such a damn frenzy that they can't even function. They can't do anything. They can't associate with normal people. They can't handle the simple social situation of people disagree with me. It is just absolutely pathetic. And the fact that this person was even given a job in the first place is disgusting, because these types of people, you just ask them the right kind of questions, like, what do you think of this situation? What would you do if this happened at the shop? You can weed these people out damn quick. If somebody walks into the shop wearing a pro-Trump shirt, what would you do about it? Guarantee this person ain't getting a job after the answer to that question. So then the owner goes on to say, we believe this is grounds for termination. Yeah, it's more than grounds for termination, bro. Your willingness to lie about something like this, as well as your flagrant violations with an S of store policies, runs counter to our vision of this store. Okay, bro, you gotta widen that. It runs counter to reality, society, proper human decency, sanity, logic. Oh, I just wish that these hateful, angry, society-ruining SJW attack mob people would just disappear from society tomorrow. Just they all jump on a rocket and go to Mars, okay? So let's just read the rest of this because it really doesn't get any better. We are now left cleaning up your mess. We will be refunding these young men as well as providing them gift cards for what the unjust decision you made. There's a typo there. We will also be informing, I didn't read this part. We will also be informing DCI of your actions and our recommendation of a suspension for a period of 6 months. Hey, I have an idea. Lifetime, because this person doesn't deserve to ever be around another Magic player as long as they live. Because this is how they live their life and this is how they treat people. This level of conspiracy, manipulation, and cover-ups and lying and harassment and making minors leave the store in the middle of freaking winter with no way to get home, that might even be illegal. This person should be in jail right now. I mean, at the very least, it was disorderly conduct and harassment, which under certain circumstances can be given a citation or even actual criminal charges. Anyway, it says the report that you filed on these people to the DCI, which, hey, I actually didn't read ahead, but yeah, I assume that's what this idiot did. But yeah, they will be overturned as you were my employee at the time. So I guess they're trying to be like, okay, they're terminated. Don't take this report seriously because it's one big lie. The person that they banned from the Facebook group, the judge, will be unbanned and will receive a copy of this email. Oh, wonderful. And so will a couple thousand people on my channel. Well, my version of reading it. You guys get it. They also say he has our deepest apologies for what has transpired. And I will tell you, let me just say, if they didn't report this disgusting human being to the DCI system and recommend them for a ban for their actions, I would have. I would have found who this person is. In fact, I'd probably just go ask Patrick who it is because he knows their full name. I actually already suspect I know who this is, by the way. Anyway, it goes on to say, while we have always strived to be a family-friendly store, really? You hired a trans person. Anyway, we also believe in free speech. I can't talk today. You attempted to curtail it to suit your own agenda. Yeah, suppressing reality and people's opinions. And just, you disagree with me. I'm calling the police. That's something real people do. We will not be a part of that. You are terminated effective immediately and are hereby informed that you will not be welcome at our store for a period of 1 calendar year. If you show up on our property for any reason, it will be grounds for calling the police and pressing charges for trespassing. Yeah, not just a warning, charges. Like one step into the parking lot, you're going to jail. I'm just kidding. You never get jail time for trespassing. And then it ends with good luck on your future endeavors. Luck? You're going to need more than luck. You're going to need mental help. Bro, you need therapy and in more ways than one. Holy hell. I almost wish that either somebody there was kind of like these two, quote, young men and they were standing up for the truth. But then when they got kicked out, I think half the gaming store should have gotten up and been like, you get the manager on the phone right now, or things are going to get really real up in here. We'll walk out too, and then you can explain what happened. I mean, honestly, I probably, if I was there, would have just rolled the dice on the charges and said, oh, I believe that they were attacking and abusing those two minors and threatening them, so I stopped it. Oh, and by the way, people who work security are really good at getting the other person to swing first with what they say, especially if they're drunk. Hey, the bulletproof vest ain't for decoration, neither is the pepper spray, you know what I mean? Oh, and neither are the kickboxing lessons. Seriously, I need to work that job more often. It is a riot. I mean, all night you basically just get to use your authority to take complete assholes who are causing problems and just put them in their place. It's like jury duty. I love it. So anyway, that's the awesome story to piss you off for today, but that's a wonderful case study on SJWs in real life, and they are just as bad as they are on the internet, and they're all complete Looney Tunes. If you're absolutely raging and there's steam coming out of your ears after hearing this wonderful story because you're just absolutely disgusted by it ever having to happen and that the fact that these types of people actually exist, channel it into going to the gym. That's what I usually do. Now, I'm not actually going to do that. I have more laundry to do, but just you could. Seriously, you have 21 days to lose the weight from last year's 2017 New Year's resolution. Don't just say, oh, January 1st, I'm going to hit the gym. Remember last year? Seriously, get to the gym. Leave right now. Cue the one guy that's like, I'm watching you right now while I'm at the gym on my smartphone. Anyway, thanks for watching. I had too much caffeine today. Go Packers.